Now let's start with value chain analysis. Value chain analysis is what? Let me share the slide with you as well. Before that, value chain analysis means evaluating each of the activities in company's value chain to understand where opportunities for improvement lie. So, conducting a value chain analysis prompts you to consider how each step adds or subtract value from your final product or service. This in turn can help you realize some form of competitive advantage. So let's share the slide with you. Okay, here is the slide. As I told you, what is value chain analysis? Value chain analysis is a means of evaluating each of activities in a company's value chain to understand where opportunities for improvement lie. So conducting value chain analysis gives you some competitive advantage that includes cost reduction and product differentiation. So cost reduction is what? By making each activity in the value chain more efficient and therefore less expensive. And what is product differentiation in the value chain? By investing more time and resources into activities like R&D, research and development, design, and marketing that can help you to product stand out of out of the shelf, that stand out amongst the other products. So now, yes, the important question is how to conduct value chain analysis. So first of all, identify value chain activities. What are your value chain activities, including primary and secondary? Determine the cost and value of each activity and identify the opportunities for the competitive advantage. So, three things: activities, identification of activities, determine cost and value of each activity, and what can bring competitive advantage to your product. And by the way, if you have more than one product, you need to identify all the activities for each product. So, understand all of the primary and secondary activities that go into the product or service creation. And you should go for all the products if you have more than one product in the company. Determine the cost and value of activities. So determine the value that each activity adds to the process along with the cost involved, right? That's important, along with the cost involved. So when thinking about the value created by the activities, ask yourself, how does each increase the end user's satisfaction and enjoyment? What your end user is feeling. Either he or she is feeling satisfied after that, he is enjoying that product for the value that was required. How does it create value for the firm? So it should be win-win situation for the both. When customer is satisfied, when the user is satisfied, along with that, your firm must be feeling like that. So for example, does constructing the product out of a certain material make it more durable or luxurious for the user? Does including a certain feature make it more likely your firm will benefit from and increase the business? Similarly, it is important to understand the cost associated with each step in the process. Depending on your situation, you may find that lowering expenses is an easy way to improve the value each transaction provides. So let's move to the next step. Identify opportunities for the competitive advantage. So analyze activities and costs through the lens of whatever competitive advantage you are trying to achieve. So once you have compiled your value chain and understand the cost and value associated with each step, now you have to analyze with the lens of competitive advantage what you are trying to achieve. For example, if your primary goal is to reduce your firm's cost, you should evaluate each piece of your value chain through the lens of reducing expenses. Yes, which steps could be more efficient? Are there any that don't create significant value and could be outsourced or eliminated to substantially reduce the costs? Similarly, if your primary goal is to achieve product differentiation, which part of your value chain offer the best opportunity to realize this goal? Would the value created justify the investment of additional resources? So, using value chain analysis, you can uncover several opportunities for your firm, which can prove difficult to prioritize. So, by this, by having value chain analysis, you can uh, identify the activities, prioritize things. You can, you can build on that. You can achieve your goals according to that. You can have with the direction of competitive advantage where you want your organization to be. So all of these things are important. So value chain analysis, as we discussed, what value chain is, how to conduct value chain analysis, what were the components of value chain, and first you have learned all these things, then the components after the analysis is important. Right analysis will lead you into the right direction. If you have identified all the activities and you have calculated its cost and what's the value of it for you, for your customer, and for your organization, then how you can take it to your competitive advantage. Then you have to see it with the lens of competitive advantage. What you want to achieve in your organization, either it's cost reduction, either it's differentiation. So all these concepts are important for your organization. In next sessions, I will come up with the more topics of business analysis, business management, strategy, and all the related topics that will find you interesting. Thank you. Thank you.